super excited tonight because we have an insanely amazing special guest, and I'm so excited for her to share her story and some tips with you tonight. This girl has got so much energy. She leads from the front and with a great big heart, and I'm super excited for her to tell you like it is. So if you guys will help me welcome Ambassador Diamond Tiffany Herr.
I'm so excited. And hey, let me just tell you something. You saying that I have all this energy, I'm cracking up because one of my girls who has never been around me, she goes, I really expected to come to your house today, and I was just thinking, like, there's no way that she was going to be, like, this energetic all the time. And she goes, you're at 100 all day long. I'm like, am I? Weird. I just love life. What can I say? What do you want me to do?
Your hair looks amazing.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, my God. I love you.
You didn't have to do your hair just for our call, Tiffany.
I did my hair just for Jaree, really. I was like, I need to show her up because she's so pretty all the time. I mean, I just have to keep up with you. It's like hard to be you.
Girl, if you only knew, I just slapped makeup on because I've been at the barn all day.
Dude.
It's like a hot mess. Well, if you'll just start out for everybody and tell them a little bit about how long you've been in the business and just share a little bit of your story about how you got started.
Okay. So I actually got started 3.5 years ago. So February of 2014, I was working 2 jobs 7 days a week. So I actually was working at a mortgage company Monday through Friday. And then I actually picked up serving on the weekends. And I put that loosely. I was serving on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we were doing the whole, like, before I'd even picked up my serving job, we were doing the whole, like, paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So we would literally pay our bills. And then the next week, we had an entire week where we were like, okay, how are we going to get gas? How are we going to pay for groceries? How are we going to pay for our kids' formula and diapers? Like, I mean, it was insane. Like, to this day, I'm not kidding when I say this. And some of you are on here thinking, like, I'm in that position now, or I get it. I was there too. Like, I don't even know how we made it, but we did. And so my fiance and I made a decision, and one of us had to go back to work. And so, of course, I did because I had already served and I did all that, and there was no reason it really wasn't. There was no reason for him and I both to go back and then for us to put our kid in daycare. So I personally made the decision to go back to serving, and so I've served on the weekends. But then, things started coming up. Things started breaking in the house, and then all of a sudden it was, okay, well, I know that I'm going to make money, so I guess I'll pick up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so the next thing you know, it's like I'm working 7 days a week, 2 jobs. Like, it was crazy. And so my fiance, I remember I called him crying one night, and I was like, something has got to give. And I've always been like a long-term thinker. Like, I never think like, oh, my situation sucks, I'm not going to be able to change it. I always think like long-term. So my thought was, am I going to do this for the rest of my life? Like, for the next 50 years, like, I'm going to be serving and working in a mortgage company 50 hours. Like, I can't do this. So I told Steven, I said, I got to find something else. And he was like, have you ever thought of doing network marketing? And I thought, well, no, I don't know. I mean, I saw my mom do it. So this is weird. I've never even added this into my story, but my mom used to always do network marketing. She's done Mary Kay before, Arbonne, just all the little knickknack things. And she made really good, she made that fun money. So, and my dad literally called it that, the fun money. Like, she always had the money where we got to go do fun things or vacation money. She always had like that extra money that so my dad didn't stress, and she didn't stress. So, long story short, I found the wrap through Facebook, and I'll tell you what, guys, when I saw that wrap, I was like, wait a minute, if this thing works, done. Like, give it all to me. Like, this is a game changer. I thought, everybody wants to feel good, look good, and you're telling me in 45 minutes I can tighten, tone, and firm? I was like, this is going to be awesome. And I'm obviously red, so my thought was dollar signs. I was like, oh my gosh, I found a gold mine. I'm about to be so rich. I tell people that because because I'm just being honest. That was my thought. I was like, oh my God, all my friends care about is their looks. Some of your friends like, wow, you called your friends out. I always call them out like that. All my friends care about is their looks. I'm like, they're going to be loving this stuff. So I totally, I joined the business, and it was a Wednesday morning. I joined with my tax check, actually, you guys. So that's how much money we didn't have. Actually, I had to wait. So I had contacted Skyler. I wanted to join. I actually ended up joining on a Wednesday morning when my tax check hit. And I got started, and within my first 2 weeks in the business, I hit Ruby. 30 days into the business, I hit Diamond. 60 days into the business, I hit double diamond. 90 days into the business, I hit triple diamond. And at this point, you guys, I had quit my part-time job, which is why I joined. But at this point, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to quit my full-time job. Like, I'm just going to do this for extra money. You guys, I was a triple diamond averaging a presidential pay. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, presidential pay. And I was dead set on never quitting. And let me just tell you guys, I was making $14.50 an hour. My paychecks every 2 weeks with my mortgage company were no, I'm sorry. Whoa, hold on. My paychecks were $756 every 2 weeks. And let me just tell you something. My mortgage was $1,200. I don't even know where we were getting our money to pay the bill. I still don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. But we were doing it, and we were making it. But I was so dead set on never quitting. I was like, I'm never going to quit. I'm always going to do it, and I'm only going to do it. Works on the side. I remember one Sunday night, I had all my diamonds and above over. They were making fun of me because they're like, I can't believe you still work your job. Like, you're making nothing. And so I quit because they're peer pressuring me the next day. And literally the next day I quit. My fiance and I looked at each other, and he's like, do you want to go to work? I said, no. He said, do you want to go to work? I said, no. We've all said no. And so we quit. And I'm just going to say, probably not the right way to do it. Make sure you're putting your 2 weeks in. Don't be a jerk. But we were jerks, and we quit our jobs. It was the best decision we've ever made. So 8 months into the business, we quit our jobs. We paid off over $30,000 in debt, which is all I didn't. That was just us combined. I had no debt. I had debt, but I didn't have that much. So at 25 years old, I was debt free. I'm thinking, what? This is crazy. So we quit our jobs, we're working this full time, a year into the business. And just so you guys know, I did hit all the bonuses. So I did earn $50,000 in bonuses as I went up to triple diamond. There wasn't a ruby bonus. Otherwise, I would have hit that too. I was still thinking that. So don't deny that. So I went presidential in a year, and I earned the $100,000 double good bonus. And then 2 years into the business, I hit ambassador diamond, and I earned the $150,000 good bonus. And wow, you guys, I joined this business for $500. This meant nothing to me. And just so you guys know, the bonuses meant not that I'm not thankful that I earned them, but this is how much they didn't mean to me. When I earned my first bonus as a presidential, I remember Pam Souter said she only would allow presidentials to be on her page to be added. I'm not kidding. When I went presidential, everyone was like, you just got $100,000. And I was like, I don't even care. I just want to be Pam Souter's friend on Facebook. And they were like, your priorities are jacked. And I was like, I know, but I love her. She's the queen. I don't even care about $100,000. Sign me out of that. But obviously I care now. I love it. I was so thankful. But I really care about just being friends with Pam. I wanted to be friends with her. So that's how much that didn't matter to me. Bonuses are bonuses. They don't mean anything. Residual income is where it's at. So I joined the business anyway, like I said, for $500. And that's why I joined. And I've met my absolute best friends because of this business. I'm so much closer to the Lord because of this business, which let me just tell you guys, the closer you get to him, the more doors he opens, the more he has your back. And he just allows so many awesome, oh man, I love him so much. He's such a good guy. And then I have been able to put our son in private preschool and just so many, I could sit with you guys and just go on and on and on and on all day long with you guys. But seriously, I love It Works so much, and I love it just as much as I loved it when I first started. And people used to always say to me, they go, I swear you just walk around and yell, It Works. If I could, I would. All right, I do. I love it that much, and I still do, and I'm still that passionate, and I'm still so excited. And actually, somebody today, while I was at Subway, the guy working at Subway goes, you just seem like you're a really happy person. And I go, yep, I am. And I said, you know why I'm really happy? And he said, why? And I said, because I have God by my side. And why aren't we smiling? Why aren't we having a good day? But what was sad to me is the fact that he had to notice that, and I know this is off subject, but it was sad that he had to tell me that I look like a happy, nice person. And I'm just telling you guys, I'm happy because of God putting it works in my heart and in my business. And he gave me something that has made me so passionate and so much happier and nicer. I used to be very black and white person. Everything was my way or the highway. Nothing, no one else's opinions mattered. And now it's like all I think about is how can I help this person? What can I do for, it's what can I do for you? How can I help you? And it's been such definitely a 180 in personality change. So I'm so thankful for this business for so many reasons. And if you're on here today and you thought you joined for the money, you're very wrong. You joined for many other reasons, and you will find them along the way.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I remember you and I are very similar in that way. You can ask Chad. It was always my way or the highway. It is still that way, maybe a little bit now. But I found some yellow. Like my team, they give me a hard time because sometimes I'll just start crying over something that has to do with the team, and they'll even be like, "Oh my gosh, Dre's getting yellow." It does. It changes you so much. And if I could go back 5.5 years ago when I got started, and I'm sure you feel the same way, and start for the same $99 and know that I wouldn't make any money in 5.5 years, but I would become the person I am today, I would still do it even if I made nothing.
Yes.
Wow.
So I have a question. I think I've never asked this before, but this can be the first time. So if you were starting from scratch, right? Today is your first day and it works, and you wanted to say go Ruby in 10 to 14 days. What would you do? Like, what would I know you would have a plan. You'd probably write down a plan or something tonight so that tomorrow morning you wake up and you're going after it.
Oh yeah. My wheels just started turning. Like that just gets me so excited. First of all, I love when people give me challenges, because challenge me and I'll do it. Like don't challenge me to allow me to fail. I'm not going to fail. So you tell me go Ruby in 14 days. All right, game over. Like, so let me just tell you something. He said, okay, tomorrow means I get off this call and I get to work, and I work until I wake up, and I'm not going to bed because I'm going to achieve what he wants me to achieve. And so my goals, I'm just telling you, my first thought was get on right now and start texting every single, guys, I'm not talking skipping because that's prejudging, every single person, A through Z in my phone. If you want to go Ruby, you better be on there messaging A through Z. Hey girl, listen, I started this business. I'm super passionate about it. I'm going to the top. Are you interested in making some extra money? That's how simple it is, you guys. My messages are not detailed. They're not long. People don't care. A confused mind says no. So if I go and I'm writing in this long paragraph, they don't care because they're not interested. I've said too much. They're already overwhelmed. They don't care. So I'm going to start messaging. And then the next thing I'm going to do, guess what? I'm going to start messaging and saying, hey girl, no, you're one of my good friends. Do you remember back in 2007 when I hosted a party for you? Yeah. Well, I'm going to need you to post a wrap party for me because I need to bring my products in front of some of your friends. And so what I'm going to do over the next 2 weeks is I'll probably host 4 to 5 wrap parties in my first 2 weeks of the business every week. You guys, everyone says, how the heck did you get to Diamond in 30 days? Why? How did I do that? I wrapped my way to Diamond. Like I'm talking, and people are like, well, how did you get people to, you tell people, you don't ask. Like you literally tell people, listen, hey, you're one of my best friends, and I'm going to just ask you as a friend to friend for you to invite some of your friends over. I'm going to bring all the products. I'm going to have everything with me. Don't you even worry. And now it gets even cooler. We can say things like sip and sample party. So I'm literally at a wrap party right now. My girlfriend, that joined the business, her name's Lachelle. She came 3 hours, okay? She's literally up in that house right now in a wrap party, and she asked me to come with her, obviously, and they're in there, and I'm not kidding. She has 22 people sitting in front of her. Potentials. Wow. Like, I don't even know. All she did was say, you need to text your friends, and she sent separate messages, you guys. The whole Facebook event thing, I can't stand it. No one sees that. And that's the most, like, it's just like a rude invite, because like it's just like you just saying like, oh, I'm just gonna mass invite people. Send them a detailed message and say, listen, girl, I really want to see you, and I just would appreciate your support. If you just say to people, I would love your support if you just come, I'm just telling you guys, if you can just get in front of them and you're just excited, they're going to say yes. I never leave a party without almost every single person signing as either a loyal customer as or a distributor. And just so you know, I've been to a party with 4 people. I signed 3 of them as distributors and 1 is a loyal customer. You are not leaving until I sign every single one of you. I don't give them a choice. When I'm done, I say, all right, so we have 2 choices. You can be a loyal customer or you can be a distributor today. Who's going to go first? Who's ready to order? I get people like, and they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, who's ready to order? Let's go. Like, I come in with intent. I'm not coming in like a free-for-all, smiling around, like waiting for them to stop. Like, I'm telling them, and you guys, just so you know, when I walk into a wrap party, I position myself in a place where I go, okay, you know what? This is the perfect place for me to sign distributors. And then I imagine it with God. I'm like, God, you're going to bring these people into my life. You're going to allow these people to open up their hearts. Maybe they're not willing and open to hear my story and about the products, but tonight when they leave, they're going to be ready to go. Like, I literally pray over the position and where I'm at that they're going to go, you know what? And it's weird. I'm telling you guys, open God into your heart and he will provide. It's weird. It works all the time. Just saying. And so God's the best. I can just say it. Okay. So, like I said, I would be calling every single person. I would be telling them to have a party. I'm not asking. I'm telling. And I don't care if it seems rude or it seems like a lot. Maybe some of you are yellow on here and you're thinking, oh, I can't do that. If you don't have to be aggressive about it. You can just say, I've always given you support. I would appreciate your support. Just saying, I would appreciate your support. That's not rude at all. People are going to go, you know what? You're right. Definitely. I can at least show up. And they think they're just showing up, just so you know. So you could say, and even put that in your text. I just need you to show up and support me. It would be so awesome. And they're like, yeah, okay, totally. And they're probably thinking, I'm not going to sign up for anything. And then they leave. They're like, I love everything. I want to sign up for it all. Like, this is how it works. Get in front of people. Like, get your people's people in front of them and get their people in front. Like, just keep rocking it. And when your energy's hot, you better keep on going. You don't stop. I don't care if you are not sleeping at night. Just telling you, there's somebody working harder than me right now. Okay, I'm on this call, and there's somebody rocking it out, like Lachelle in there with 22 people rocking out a wrap party. She's in there probably signing distributors and stuff, and I'm pumped, and that's exciting, but there's always somebody that's doing more, working more. So are you going to go to bed early? Or are you going to stay up early? That's up to you. It's just a sacrifice that you have to make. Was I tired for let me just tell you something. After 90 days of starting this business, I was like, oh my, I don't think I slept for 90 days. I'm not kidding. So is this business easy? No. But it's simple. We have the steps. You have the tools. We can get on here, and I'm sure Jaree and Chad probably do these things for you all the time. Guys, if you're not taking what we're saying and using, it's pointless. Why are you even getting on? I told someone that the other day. I said, and this is how blunt I am and red, but it's out of love. I said, why are you going to conference? And they were like, what? And I said, why are you going to conference? And they were like, because I thought, and I said, you're not even doing anything. What do you, don't waste your money. And she was like, wow, are you, and I'm like, I'm so serious. Like, don't waste your money. Don't waste your family's time and energy and doing all these things. I said, if you're going to go, you better be ready to work, because that is why you go. You go to utilize the tools that you have. So Jaree and Chad probably have so many amazing tools, and I'm just getting on here and hyping you up, but they've already told you all the things that you need to do, and you probably already know what you need to do. So as far as getting to, Ruby in those first 14 days, it's all about messaging, contacting, asking. And Pam says it all the time, but posting isn't going to get you anywhere. That's one part of the business. The part of the business that's going to get you far is asking people, new people daily, following up with people, and just continually doing that. The more people you talk to, the more outcome you're going to have. It's like anything. There's always a ratio. So say I talk to 25 people. I'm just telling you guys right now, 25 people, and some of you are probably going, wow, I only talked to 10. Do you think talking to 10, you're probably not even getting people to respond? You got to go, if you're not getting people to respond at 10, you better go up to 20. If you're not getting people to respond at 20, you better go up to 30. It will pay off, but sometimes that's just what you have to do. That's just your ratio. You've got to find your number and figure out what it is. But don't stop because times got hard or people aren't responding. People are watching now and seeing. When you plant that seed in their head, they're now going, I wonder what she does do. Just so you guys know, because you guys need to hear this. In the past 4 days, I've probably sent out 105 messages. Not kidding. And I've had 7 people respond. 105 messages, 7 people responded to me. But guess what? 107 people now are wondering, what do I do? How do I do what I do? And they are watching and they're loving it. And if they're not, I think they are, right? Because I'm positive and they're going to come to me. No, I'm just kidding. They're not going to come. I'm going to go get them. But I'm saying they're watching me. They're interactive. They're now seeing. And now I'm starting to get people liking my stuff. And guys, even if they don't respond, they'll respond a couple days later and say, hey girl, you're so cute, or thanks so much for thinking of me, so people are receptive and people are nice. And then there are some people who are just rude, but who cares? So you want to get to Ruby, you start working and you start asking. That is what I did. That's how I got to Diamond 30 Days. I asked, and asked, and more asked.
I love that. So would you, okay, you say you're messaging people every day. So would you consider this cold messaging when you're doing it?
I would no. I would say go with somebody if they add me back. Like, if they add me back and they like if I post, I will message them that day. Yep. And I will say, all right, girl, I'll be honest with you. And guys, I'm like weird. I'll act like funny and goofy about it. I'll go, all right, girl, I'm just going to be honest. I was kind of creeping. I think you're really awesome. And I think you'd be really good at what I do. And they're always like, what? Oh my gosh, is that what Instagram's for? Haha. I creep on people too. Like, and then they'll go, wait, what do you do? And then I will say, I'm a distributor for It Works Global. It's a health and wellness company. We're most known for our wrap, but we have 35 other products. And then I'll say or I'll say something along the lines, have you ever heard of it? And they'll normally respond with a yes or no question. And I'm like, okay, girl, well, seriously, I get paid to promote the products and sell them, and share them via social media and word of mouth. And they're like, are you serious? I'm like, yes. And then that's when I kind of open them up because I've allowed them to answer. Now they're interested. And even if they aren't interested, even when we talk back and forth, they're still watching me now because they're like, no freaking way. That's what she does full time, So just reaching out to them. And even if they're not like saying yes right away, they're still going to continue to watch you because now they're like intrigued. They're like, what? And when you make people feel like they're not a part of something, they're like, I want to be a part of that because she's part of it and I'm not. And they feel left out. So
that's awesome. We basically train the exact same thing, almost the verbiage
that
you're using right now. So I love that. And I think sometimes your team needs to hear it from another ambassador because you just need to know like that is the best way to build and get it out there the quickest.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
That is so good. So what's maybe 1 or 2 things that you've learned just, being part of It Works that have just changed you as a person, like, since when you first got involved?
Yeah. A lot of stuff. And actually recently I've definitely had, an aha moment. I would say, with this business, I've gotten, I've definitely gotten yellow. I will say I'm very honest, but it's always in a very, like in a blunt way, but but it's in a very loving way. I have a very big heart. Once you have, come into my heart, you're a part of my life for the rest of my life. And I will do whatever, whenever. That's just how I am. It's just getting to know me, and then I'll open up. But I will say with this business, and I recently had an aha moment. I will say with this business, the best thing that you can do for somebody is to be honest with them. And so if any of you are on here today and you are struggling with your downline, maybe you're just struggling yourself. Maybe you maybe had your upline reach down to you and tell you you need to step your game up or whatever. I've recently learned that people respect honesty more than they do respect being comfortable and you not saying anything. And I say that because just recently, some of my diamonds and above, I don't know what it is. And some of you are probably thinking, wow, she's pretty blunt. The fact that she's so scared to say something, it's because they're my friends too. And I've been so scared to hurt their feelings, but I don't know what it was. I just thought, you know what? Being honest is the best policy, and God would want me to be honest with them because I don't want their business to suffer anymore. And so I made the decision to finally reach out to them, and I called every single one of them, hand picked up the phone, guys, and I called them individually, and I said, hey, how's everything going? And they were like, everything's great. And I said, are you sure everything's great? And they were like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I don't think everything's great. And then we got into conversation and they started making excuses. And then I said, these are all excuses. When you started this business, and I'm just going into this because I realized that I got so wrapped up in not wanting to hurt people's feelings and wanting to be friends with everybody, and then forgetting that being honest and realizing that this is a business, and sometimes you have to snap people back into reality, and sometimes being the hard person, you're being the best person for them. Every single person I've called over the past 4 days has literally either wrote me a message, has called me back personally, whatever it is, crying because they're like, I'm so thankful for you. I didn't realize how much I needed that. I appreciate that. So all I'm saying, you guys, is it's okay to sometimes be the person that has to say, listen, you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
And now I'm not saying, and I feel comfortable saying that because I'm doing a lot. And I expect a lot out of my team because I know they have it in them. And that's where I think they know that, because I'm not expecting things out of my team that I'm not doing. So that's why they're respecting me being receptive and reaching out to them, because they know I'm doing the things that I'm asking of them. So now I won't say go reach out to them if you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing, because it's not your downline's priority. And I'm going to go into the last thing, because he said, think of 2 things. I would say, make sure you're just being honest. Honesty is the best policy. And also remembering this is a business, you guys. I know we all want to be friends, but sometimes you have to snap out of the friend card, and you got to put on the business card. And you sometimes have to get real with people. And I will say the second thing is, as far as, a business like this, it's nobody else's priority to be successful in this besides you. Okay. If you're on here today and you're thinking, oh, my team isn't doing good. Oh, I haven't signed anybody in forever. Oh, my business is going terrible. Well, that's your problem. That's your fault. You're not doing enough. You are not reaching out to enough people. You're not sending enough messages. I'm just telling you right now, when I started this business, I did not expect a single, when I looked at my chart, I didn't go, I'm serious. When I looked at Ruby, and then I looked at executive, I didn't go, oh, my executive is going to fill my spot for me. I went, I'm filling all 5 spots.
Yep. And
that is the problem with people that want to be successful but aren't getting there, because you expect so much out of other people. Do it yourself. If you want to get there, get there. Stop worrying about what your team is doing and worry about what you're doing. So if you're not at a Ruby position, then fill your Ruby position. Why are you expecting your team to do it? Go out and do it. And guess what's exciting, you guys? The most exciting thing ever is when you get to call your team member and say, hey, listen, I want to let you know I believe in you and I trusted you so much that I put 2 distributors under you. You're now boxed for executive. Do you know what that does? And there are going to be some people who don't do anything, and that's just sad for them. But there are going to be a lot who say, thank you so much. And they're almost like they feel like an obligation, like, oh my gosh, they put 2 distributors under me. I better step my game up. So you never know what psychology-wise, what that's going to do for someone's mind, brain, positivity, everything. But I've never, and I'm telling you, even now, when my volume's low, I'm telling you right now, I never go into my e-suite and go, well, Susie's volume's lower this month and Jenny's volume's lower, so that's probably why I always go, I need to step my game up. I am not signing enough people. I'm not welcoming enough distributors. I'm not doing my steps to success. So I'm always looking at what can I do better? How can I be better? Because bottom line is, you guys, my team is not inspired by what I'm saying to them. They're not. I could preach all day long in front of my team. They don't care. When I'm signing distributors and loyal customers, they're like, wow, how are you doing that? You're doing such a good job. But when I'm talking, they're just like, thanks for pumping me up. Good job. What's that do for them? Nothing. Like, what does it for them is when I'm leading by example. We can say that to you all day long, same thing. And some of you are probably rolling your eyes thinking, okay, cool. No, I promise you. Like, some of our team, some of our team doesn't get, like, it's crazy. Like, it's mind blowing to think that literally leading by example is what inspires your team and not just telling them what to do. So all I can say is, if you're on here today and you think your volume's low, or you think that your team isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing, maybe you need to take a look in the mirror and realize maybe it's you. Maybe you need to do more. Or maybe, and you guys, and maybe it's not even that they're not doing enough. Maybe they are doing enough, but maybe why can't you be the person that steps up and does a little bit more? You see what I'm getting at? Like, I don't look at my team and think they're not doing enough, my volume's not enough, my check isn't enough. I always go, my check isn't enough because I didn't do enough. My volume is not as high because I didn't do enough. I didn't add enough loyal customers. My team isn't inspired because I'm not showing them what they need to be doing, but I'm only sitting on here telling them. That is how I've been since the day I've started. Every chart I look at, I say, I'm filling all those spots. I don't think, oh, Ruby chart, I'm in the Ruby, and then someone's an executive and they're going to fill the executive for me. Absolutely not. So get on. All I'm saying is, yes, take full responsibility for you being in a business like this, because it's your business. It's not anyone else's business. And how exciting to think that you might inspire somebody when you do give them somebody, or you do, and don't expect anything either. I've never gotten anything handed to me. Nothing. Zero zilch, nothing. Okay. So I didn't get to triple in 90 days because I was handed anything. I did that on my own because I wanted to. I didn't do it on my own. I had a team working with me, so I don't mean it like that. I'm saying I did it as I looked at it and thought, okay, I'm here, I'm working it, I'm going to do this, whether you want to come or not. Like, find the people that don't want to work the business. If you have nobody on your chart tonight, some of you are going, I don't have anybody on my chart that wants to work. Okay, keep working. Find the people that do. You will find them. And I was going to say, well, if you don't, but there isn't an if you don't. You will find them. There are going to be people who do. Some people are going to go slower. Some people are going to go super fast, but it doesn't matter. Why are we so rushed to get there? That's another thing. We're so quick to want to go full throttle and be at the top, and some of you are thinking, well, that's easy for you to say because you went so quick. You're right. I did go very quick, and you're very right. I did. But I will say, with my 2.0, I didn't go quick. I went diamond in a year, okay? And that's so amazing. But I went diamond in 30 days with my 1.0, but then 2.0, I went diamond in a year. And I also would like to add, I didn't want and didn't expect to go ambassador in 2. My goal was to go double diamond in 2 years. So how's that for you? I was so happy and thankful that I did it, but that was not my goal. My long-term goal was to go ambassador in 5 to 10 years. And I'm not even kidding. I thought, I'm just going to keep going till I get there. I'm going to keep trucking along, adding people to my network, adding people as distributors and loyal customers. And I'm going to get there. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. And so stop being so close and narrow-minded. Narrow-minded is the worst thing you can be in this business. So narrow-minded that all you're thinking about is, poor me, my volume's low, I'm not signing loyal customers, I'm not signing distributors. You will do that. Give yourself a couple months. Like, you guys, it's a business. You think you're going to be up and up 24/7? No! You're going to be up and up, and then you're going to be low, 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 and then you're going to be up, 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 and you're going to be medium. I mean, we're going to have highs and lows. There are months that I don't sign anybody, and guess what, guys? You're going to be so excited to hear this. Some of you that are on here today, they're thinking, I haven't signed anybody in forever. 3 months went by. I didn't sign a single distributor. Do you think that I thought, oh, my business is going down, sucks, like, might as well quit, like, give up, like, maybe it's the business, or maybe it's the company, things aren't working. No! You know why I did it? Because I wasn't working. I was lazy those months. I'm just being honest. When I can look back and think, I was just bold-faced lazy. That's why I didn't sign anybody. So work your business. Stop being busy in your minds and be busy doing work. But seriously, don't take Don't take anything lightly with this business. Have fun, take responsibility, and just go out and do it. And stop expecting crazy things when it's a business and it's going to happen. But stop being so narrow-minded and thinking that it needs to happen right now, and then if it doesn't, you're going to quit. Okay? Because if you quit, you're going to be in the position that you were in when you first got started. How's that? That's deep thought.
So good. That's the idea of never quitting. You know, just if we can get that one thing in everyone's head, just to keep on keeping on and go until
Yes.
they get what they want to get. Well, man, we're just so excited that you came on here today. You have any more questions?
I don't think you covered so much, and I know that you've got wrap party and all kinds of stuff going on there, so I don't want to take up much more of your time.
I appreciate you guys so much for letting me get on here. And I'm obviously so thankful for you guys, and you guys are so lucky to have such amazing leaders and just God willing, like just leading from the front. Jaree and Chad have always inspired me, but obviously my fiance was able to spend a lot of time at Chad's, event for the men, and he came back and so much has changed for him. And the Bible study, Chad, I don't know if you know that, but he's got a little Bible study going with some of his guys right now. And so you guys are just so blessed to have such incredible leaders. And I mean, if you're not inspired by them, I don't know who to be inspired by, because you two are just amazing. And I'm thankful for you guys. So.
Oh, girl, thank you. I'll never forget the day I always sang like these crazy birthday messages to my friends, and I'd put them on Facebook, and you idly sang one back to me, and that's really how you got on my radar. And I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is so freaking awesome. And it's been such a joy to watch you grow and develop as a leader, because
thank you.
You're phenomenal, and I just love you. And thank you so much for being a part of this tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys.
All right, girl. Well, you have an amazing night.
Thank you. You too. Bye, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. We are super, super excited that she got on here. I hope you got lots of good information. I hope you took notes. We did record this, so we'll get the recording up here shortly. But if that didn't get you fired up, I don't know what's going to get you fired up. So y'all need to get your asses to work. You know what I'm saying?
Short and sweet. And, I wrote the last thing I love that she said was, stop being busy in your mind and be busy in your work. And if we all just do that one thing, man, that takes care of that just takes care of everything right there. So, hey, hope you all have a wonderful Thursday night. What is today? The 26th. So we have 27, 28, 29, 30. 5 days to go, guys. 5 days to close the month out strong and get those whole nother level club points in, so you can get those $100 bills. Just get in the habit of having those $100 bills just get deposited every single week in your bank account. That's a good habit to have.
It is.